Melody Shari to return to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, let me tell you, when I heard that, my jaw dropped, because Wanda has not always been the biggest supporter of Melody. In fact, we've seen Wanda drag Melody on and off the show, so for her to flip and suddenly say she wants her back tells me that something deeper is going on here. And if you stick around with me until the very end of this video, you're going to see exactly why Wanda said what she said. And trust me, it will make sense. So don't go anywhere, keep watching because this is about to get good. Now, during Wanda's live, she was addressing a lot of different topics, but of course, when the name Melody Shari came up, that's when things got real. Someone in her chat asked her thoughts about Melody possibly returning to the show, and while a few people were against the idea, Wanda didn't hold back. She said if Arian Curry, Martell Holt's ex and longtime side chick, ever made it onto the show, then Melody should absolutely come back. And get this, Wanda even went as far as to say that she would have Melody's back. Can you imagine? The same Wanda who used to drag Melody left and right, now talking about taking up for her and even saying she'd be like a mom figure if Melody's mother Miss Van wasn't around. That's a big switch, and I know you're probably thinking the same thing I was thinking. Why now? Why would Wanda say something like this after years of coming for Melody? Stick with me, because when you connect the dots, it's actually very clear. Wanda's dislike for Arian is no secret. She even said in her live that if Martell was dumb enough to bring Arian on the show, she would be dragging her from the front to the back of the store. Those were Wanda's exact words, and you could feel how heated she was. Wanda does not want Arian on Love and Marriage Huntsville at all, and I think that's the whole reason she's now suddenly rooting for Melody to return. It's less about truly liking Melody and more about her anger at Martell and Arian. And let's be honest here, Wanda has always been a mouthpiece for her daughter Letitia Scott. When Letitia is mad, Wanda is mad, and when Letitia feels some type of way, Wanda voices it for the world. So it's very possible that Letitia herself is irritated by Martell and Arian, and she knows just what buttons to push with her mom to get her fired up. But let's break this down, because Wanda saying she wants Melody back isn't just a random thought. This goes much deeper. You see, Melody left the show because of the constant negativity, the drama with Martell Holt, the disrespect from people who she thought were friends, and the lack of support from the rest of the cast like Letitia Scott, Kimmy Scott, Maurice Scott, and even Destiny Payton when she was on the show. Time and time again, when Melody was attacked, no one really stood up for her. Do y'all remember that reunion when Destiny came at her with those nasty comments? Nobody stepped in to say, "Hey Destiny, that's too far." Not Letitia, not Kimmy, not Maurice. They all just sat there and let it happen. And when Martell went off on her in Vegas, same thing. Nobody had her back. So for Wanda to now be saying, "I'll be your mama when your mama isn't there, I'll have your back," it almost feels like she's admitting what we already knew, that Melody has always been alone on that stage and in that cast. Now, of course, I don't think Wanda suddenly developed a deep respect for Melody. Let's be clear about that. Wanda has said too much in the past for me to believe this is sincere. But I do believe she's so ticked off at Martell and Arian that she's willing to side with Melody just to get under their skin. She even said during her live that if Arian showed up, she would personally call Melody to come and make an appearance. And then she repeated it again at the end of her live, while eating her crackers, saying she would send for Melody to come and stand by her side. Can y'all imagine Wanda and Melody teaming up? That would shake the whole dynamic of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because it would put Martell and Arian in a very uncomfortable spot. Now, let's pause for a second and really think about this. What would it mean if Melody did return to the show? We know Melody has been growing outside of the show. She's been focusing on her 7th Avenue beauty brand. She's been on TikTok, promoting products. She's been getting interviews in different publications, and she's been building her lifestyle content with positive affirmations and inspiration for her fans. She has deals, she has business opportunities, and she has moved far beyond the drama of Huntsville. Honestly, Melody does not need the show anymore. But if she ever decided to pop back in, even for an appearance, it would shake the table in a major way. And Wanda knows that, which is why she was calling for it. And here's the part that really makes me laugh. Wanda said she would protect Melody from Arian. Like, really think about that for a second. Wanda Moore, who has dragged Melody at every turn, now saying she'll drag Arian from the front to the back of the store on Melody's behalf. It almost sounds like comedy, but it's also very telling. Because if Wanda is willing to flip like that, it means her anger at Martell and Arian runs deep. And if you've been watching this show long enough, you know that Wanda holds grudges, but she also knows how to make her point loud and clear. Now, let's not forget about the other cast members here, because they are not out of this conversation. Letitia Scott, as I said earlier, is always the one Wanda fights for. If Letitia is not in a good place with Melody, Wanda won't be either. If Letitia feels Martell and Arian have gone too far, Wanda will echo that. Maurice, Scott, and Kimmy. Scott have often tried to stay neutral, but even they've had their issues with Martell. And Martell himself? Well, his drama with Melody will never truly be over. The cheating rumors, the disrespect, the way he constantly tries to challenge her even when they're no longer together, it all adds fuel to the fire. And then you add Arian to the mix, who has been a thorn in Melody's side for years, and you can see why Wanda is suddenly saying she'd rather stand with Melody than let Arian get any shine. This also makes me wonder about how the rest of the cast would feel if Melody did return. Would Letitia be okay with her mom suddenly siding with Melody? Would Kimmy feel the tension shift? Would Maurice step back like he usually does? And most importantly, would Martell be able to handle it? Because let's be real, Martell has never wanted to see Melody truly thrive without him. Every time she makes progress, he finds a way to insert himself, whether it's through the kids, through arguments, or through drama on social media. So the idea of Melody walking back into that group, with Wanda of all people saying she has her back, would probably make Martell lose it. And let's not forget, Wanda even commented on Maurice's scene with Martell recently. She said Maurice should have eaten Martell up and that he basically let Martell make him look silly. That shows you where Wanda's head is right now. She is not here for Martell at all. And if she's not here for Martell, then siding with Melody is the perfect way to make that known. So here's the bigger picture. And I really want y'all to think about this until the end of the video. Wanda saying she wants Melody back is not about love. It's not about support. It's not about respect. It's about revenge. She is angry at Martell and Arian, and she knows that Melody's presence would trigger both of them. She even said it out loud, that if Arian comes on the show, she wants Melody there. That's not coincidence. That's strategy. Wanda knows exactly what she's doing. And honestly, this is